Hello everyone, I hope you are having a great day. Today we are going to talk about the first part of our interview series. We will cover some basic questions. I hope you are interested. Before we begin, please subscribe to join us for more discussion. So, let's get started. Question number 1. What is a Swift and why was it developed? Swift is a programming language developed by Apple for iOS, macOS, watchOS, tvOS and Linux. It was designed to be fast, modern, and safe, addressing the limitation and issue of Objective-C. There are some key features like modernity, based on the latest research and designed for safety and simplicity. Safely, features like memory management and optional type prevent common errors and crashes. Readability, clean syntax, and features like type interface make code easier to write and understand. Performance, generate optimized machine code for efficient execution. Next, explain the difference between let and var in Swift. Let is used for constant and once a value is assigned, it cannot be changed. Var is used for variable and their value can be changed after assignment. Next is what is an optional in Swift. An optional is a type in Swift that can represent either a wrapped value or nil, indicate the absence of a value. It is written with a question mark after the type name. For example, string question mark. Here's the key ideas like it handles the absence of value. Unlike regular variable, optional can be nil, meaning they have no value at all. This is super useful when you are unsure if data will always be available. Safely first, you can't just use the optional directly like a regular variable. You need to unwrap it first to access the value inside using safe method like option binding or checking or nil. This prevents crashes due to missing data. Next, what are the basic data type in Swift? Basic data type in Swift include int, float, double, string, bool, or various collection types such as array and dictionary. What is the difference between a class and a struct in Swift? Both are used to define structures, but classes are reference type and structure are value type. Reference type are stored the heap and multiple reference can point to the same instance. Value type are copied when passed around. How does Swift handle memory management? Swift uses ARC to manage memory. It automatically deallocates objects when they are no longer referenced. And how ARC works? Each object in Swift has a reference count. This count keeps track of how many other objects are currently referencing it. When you create a new object, its reference count start at 1. When you assign an object to a variable or pass it an argument, you increase its reference count by 1. When an object is no longer needed, its reference count drops to 0. When the reference count reaches 0, ARC automatically deallocated the object memory, freeing it up for other uses. Explain the concept of optional chaining in Swift. Optional chaining is a process for querying and calling properties method and subscript on an optional that might currently be nil. If the optional contains nil, the entire chain gracefully fails. How it works? Imagine you have an optional variable like let name string type and assign the name of Johan Dio. This means it could contain a string value Johan Dio or be nil if the name is unknown. Normally, accessing the properties directly on an optional is unsafe because it could crash if it's nil. This is where optional chaining come in. You add a question mark after the optional variable followed by the properties or method you want to access. If the optional variable contain a value, the property and method be accessed like normal. For example, name question mark uppercase return Johan Dio. If the optional variable is nil, the entire chain fails gracefully and the expression evaluate to nil. This pretend crash or make your code cleaner. Use cases for optional chaining. Calling method on optional object button question mark is enabled is equal to false. Accessing elements in optional collection item question mark 0 question mark dot name. Performing operations on optional value score question mark adding 10. If score is nil, this evaluate to nil. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the upcoming video. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe with your iOS group.